8 months, you guys. I can't believe we're already here. Let's talk about it. Things I've learned the last 2 months, but also 8 months as a channel. I honestly didn't think that I'd get to this point as a YouTuber and a content creator. I've always wanted to launch these kind of shows before, and I've done it many times in my years past, but I usually kind of stop after a couple weeks, just when the nerves and like the public perception kind of starts feeding in, people start talking about it, and so I wasn't sure how far I'd get into this one, but you guys were at 8 months, and a lot of ups, lots of downs these last 2 months. As you've known and as you've followed the journey on this channel, you know that I've been kind of breaking these almost like diaries into 2 month increments up until the 1 year marker for the show. You'd know the 6 month mark was an insanely huge marker for the channel. We had our biggest bump in July and August, and we had huge numbers. I think we got into I want to say by the end of August, we ended in like the high 60s, maybe 70s. I'm not entirely positive. I'll go back and check and I'll put it here. But I kind of, honestly, to full transparency with you guys, I kind of got lazy from that because I thought that the channel would grow continuously like it did when College Football 25 or 26 came out, and I had such a big influx of people to come from that. So I wasn't sure, or I was kind of resting my laurels really that would kind of keep on carrying me to my 100 goal, because we had such an incredible growth over those 2 months. And it's something that I really learned these 2 months, because one, I learned from my laziness, and then two, the second, it was almost like just a placebo, just to see if this would work or not. And it actually proved that you can't be lazy when you're building these channels, because there's so many people and your time is so important that you're going to find someone else who's going to put in the effort. And when you're a small channel like myself, you really got to expand every avenue. So if you're out there looking to build a channel and you're wanting to do something similar as I am, whether it's gaming or however you're looking at doing whatever subject you're passionate about, you really got to try harder than everyone else, whatever that means to you. So when I started this channel, I was very motivated, and I posted daily almost, whether it's a stream of mine or if it was a short that I cut from my stream. I made a very valiant effort to make sure that was consistent and my channel was well represented from across the board. And if people saw me on YouTube or TikTok, that they would continue to see me, and eventually I'd grow naturally that way. Well, in September, I really just wanted to play my two games that I was playing. I was playing College Football 26, and I was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I was so invested into both of those. I don't really post any of my shorts from my football, from my sports games, just because I don't think that's the crowd I'm looking to get here. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I was so invested in that story that I just wanted to get back into it. And when I have the time to kind of sit down and kind of do this channel after my day is done, the effort to go and cut 2 or 3 videos from a previous episode was not something I wanted to do. And I think I learned that quickly, because my growth in September was just stagnant. I didn't grow much. I may have had 1 or 2 subscribers, but it wasn't on track of what the trajectory that we had gained from July and August. And I think part of it has to be the fact that I just stopped posting shorts. So if you're sitting there, as like something that I've learned definitely these last 2 months is you got to be consistent on your games that you're playing and you're posting. And you also have to be consistent posting on YouTube Shorts, because I think though both of those combined are going to allow me to continuously grow it in the rate that I have been these 8 months. Now you're going to have a few things that kind of kick off and like give you bigger numbers. Like the first one that happened was was the Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 review that really kind of got the channel started and off and running. And then I would say the start of College Football 26 was another kickoff point for this channel where it just kind of took off and performed rather well. And now what I've learned now is that to continue to grow the channel, I really need to invest in those shorts. So if you're sitting there, do your shorts. I know they're tedious, and sometimes you get 100 views on them, sometimes you get a couple hundred. Also, in my experience, once you're more consistent with it, you're going to get in the thousands pretty consistently. And that's kind of what I've seen this month of October, because the month of October has been really good for the channel. I think we've gotten close to over 10 subscribers naturally, just from people finding me via my football playthrough and my Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 reels. So again, if you found me from either of those avenues, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for following here. And I hope that you enjoy all these next few games that I'm continuously playing. So this month we finished college football. We kind of wiped our hands clean of that one. Won our national championship with Utah State and kind of finished that journey. I uninstalled that game. And now I'm focusing all my efforts into finishing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And what a game. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through as of right now, and just a special story, special experience. I don't know where I put it when it comes to, Expedition 33, because I have a feeling Expedition 33 is going to be the game of the year this year. But this game, I feel like this game is just underrepresented, oddly enough, considering how big Expedition is, or small Expedition is, but how big it's gotten. I think Warhorse Studios and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 deserves that same praise, because it's a special game. And I put it out in a short that I recently put out, but it's really all of my favorite RPG elements are represented here, and I think they take perfect tastes from each of those. And I compared it to Rockstar. It's like a combination of Rockstar, Bethesda, and old school BioWare. And I'll explain that is that it's a story-driven narrative. You have a character. You're not going in and creating a character like you are in Skyrim or something like that. But you're given a character. You're Henry. And like you are given in Rockstar, you're John Marston, you're Arthur Morgan. However, where it kind of changes is that you get the open worldness that you do with Skyrim. And I think this is the closest games in my life that have come close to what Skyrim does. And I'm not a big Skyrim fan, but I appreciate the open world and the way that they just let you go and do whatever you want. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is that really, it does that really well, and you can get lost in just exploring if you wish. The story, I think the story is far better in this than Skyrim, so that's what kind of keeps me more invested than any of the Bethesda games has ever done. And then where the BioWare side of this comes in, and I'll wrap this up and we'll get back to my 8-month journey. The BioWare side of this comes in is that you're Henry, but you have the freedom to kind of explore relationships and things like that within him. Where Arthur Morgan, you don't get to choose who he pursues in a romance in that game, or even in John Marston's case too. So you get that freedom and whatnot. So I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm excited to kind of finish this one off and get to some other games I have on my kind of what I'm wanting to do. I know that I've been really wanting to play something Mass Effect while I wait to get to 100 subscribers. I think I might jump back into Mass Effect Andromeda for the first time since it came out all those years ago, just to give me something that is Mass Effect related. I know that The Outer Worlds 2 comes out, I think, tomorrow or this week for sure, and I know I'm a big Outer Worlds 1 fan, and I've heard that this is a better version than the first one, so that's kind of piquing my interest. I bought all the Final Fantasy games, so I have those, and I've been meaning to get back to that series. I have the Alan Wake series with Control that I'm wanting to do. So all these different things that are on my head that I need to kind of really get into and pursue those. But yeah, 8 months, guys. and we're at 82 subscribers, and I can't thank you enough for the growth that I've seen. It's been wild for me to kind of just check my channel every morning, and I get so excited, and I tell my wife, it's like, hey, I got a new subscriber today, and it really does mean so much to me when I get a new one. And so yeah, 82, I'm thoroughly so happy with the growth of the channel and everything that we've accomplished so far in these short 8 months. Right? And right now we're on track to pass 100 subscribers before the 1 year mark of the channel, which is the end of February. And I'm just so grateful, and I can't wait to cross that number so we can platinum Mass Effect trilogy, and I can really just fall in love with that franchise again. It's my all-time favorite franchise. I've played it so many times. I've read all the books. I'm excited to kind of become a Mass Effect content creator. I've been waiting to do any videos or anything like that just because I want gameplay. I want my own gameplay for Mass Effect, and I want to actually kind of put a stamp on my one true canon playthrough before Mass Effect 5 comes out, which we should be getting some Mass Effect 5 news here in next week, probably on November 7th, which is, I believe, Friday of next week. So much to do. I'm so excited for all of that. And yeah, so 8 months. It has been a wild journey. I've had a lot of ups, some downs. I've lost a few subscribers on this journey too, and that sucks. As much as I love gaining a subscriber, losing one hurts just as much. But I also have to get it out of my head that it's gonna happen. And on those days when I lose one, I just feel so almost defeated. But anyways, it's been an incredible journey. 8 months. I hope by 10 months, honestly, if the way that the channel is going, and if I continue on the way that I'm going about this, 10 months we could possibly cross our goal by the end of Christmas. So the next recap video should be December 27th at the end of the year, and we'll see. It's my son's birthday, so I'll probably do that one a little later. Maybe we'll do it closer to New Year's. And maybe if we cross 100, we'll do it before. But again, you guys, if you're here to the end of the video, hopefully you learned a thing or two about what I've kind of learned on this journey and all of that. I am learning every month something new, something different. And I hope you're enjoying it. So to the 82 of you and anyone else that finds this video and that's watched it to the end, thank you so very much for joining me. It is a pleasure, and I don't take your time for granted. I've been talking for about 13 minutes now, and I couldn't be more grateful to you. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We play a lot of RPGs, a lot of single-player games, a lot of narratives that I've missed. Love to have you hang around and join me on this journey. And if you've been a recurring subscriber, thank you. There's a lot of things that I have wanted to do in my brain. I'm constantly just trying to think of new fun things that I could do as a channel and a content creator. So again, we're going to wrap it up here. It means a lot, guys. Thank you so very much for your time and your attention and your loyalty. I know that subscribing to a channel, it takes a lot, and it means a lot. So until next time, I'll see you playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and then if you catch us at a later time, see you in a new game, whatever I'm playing. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.